Check out this crazy hair today. It's like out there. I think it needs a trim. What do you think? Hi, today is Friday the 21st of August, I believe. Let me double check. Yep, 21st of August. It's not hard to get lost with this Aroni thing that's going on. You know, being home, doing certain things, those kind of fun things. But thought I would show you. I have been working on that getaway shawl that Tony created for Nick Crate. Now, I don't think I'm doing something right. She says it's going to be a triangle shawl. Can you see how that's coming? It's not triangular. So she has a increase in there that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I really wish she had done a video tutorial, at least through the first, 8 rows. But they didn't do that, so if any of you have started that, could you let me know what I'm doing wrong? Because it just doesn't look right to me. So I'm fixing to rip that back and kind of start all over or find another Tunisian project to work on. Because it just is not clicking for me at all. Couple of you with my lung situation suggested balloons. Funny thing is, I can't find any balloons. I went to Walmart thinking, oh, they'll have some in the party section. No balloons. So I guess I'm going to have to ask my husband to stop over at Party City when we go get groceries this weekend so that I can get some balloons to try to blow up. I did stop at Hub's and asked them about an incentives barometer, and they said I needed a script, so I'm gonna have to get a hold of the doctor to get him to write me a script for that. Other than that, I have been doing some deep breathing exercises, and it hurts the lungs because they don't want to cooperate. They're cranky. They're like, no, we've got used to this. We like it the way it is. Stop breathing so deep, lady. So that's kind of fun and interesting. I have to tell you, my husband and I watched the DNC last night with Joe Biden, and both of us were struck with how frail he looks when he's walking. He made quite a few mistakes during his speech, but that's normal. It's Joe. He does that kind of thing. But my husband was like, I can't believe how frail he looks when he's walking. And he said, is Jill holding him up at one point? I said, I don't think so. I think it's just the way that she was hugging him, But it was rather bizarre, I will tell you that I didn't enjoy any of Julia Louis-Dreyfus, or whatever her name is now, her jokes. I thought the Democratic Party that y'all went high and not low, but you went pretty low during your entire DNC. So, more riffraff from you. What can I say? You make a lot of promises, but you never fulfill. So, but I was rather struck by how frail that Biden looked when he was walking. That's not good. No, folks, it's not good. But we enjoyed watching them, seeing some of the things that were said. But like I said, it was rather interesting, to see that you You guys don't go high. You go low, 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 low. That's all I'm going to say politically. Um, and I know, a lot of people don't like Trump, but Trump is one of those, he just gives it to you full face, and that's it. I was watching the postmaster testify this morning, and I thought it was rather interesting because, when all these stories start coming out about the mailboxes and the machines being removed and those kind of things. Well, when I worked home health in Hampton Roads, Virginia, we were right next door to a processing center for the mail. So, and there came a point where they were talking about that they were going to close down that center. So, and many times I would sit and eat lunch with the gals and guys that worked out there because there was a picnic table out in the back and we used to sit out there and eat our lunch together, those kind of things. So I'd asked them, the manager of it, why they would be shutting down that processing center, taking the machinery out. And she said, well, because there's less and less mail, as in flat mail, envelopes, those kind of things that go through. A lot of businesses go through Costa Rica for their business mail because it's cheaper. And she did give me a tour of the facility, which is rather interesting to see how the machines work. But she said there's less and less, so they don't need as many machines. And she said they do this process with surveys and all this kind of thing to determine which ones they're going to get rid of. She said it's usually done like a year in advance, those kind of things. She said, the same thing with the mailboxes. You may see a mailbox that you've used, every once in a while, and you thought was always there, that it gets moved due to it's not being utilized, no one's dropping off mail, or there's only 2 or 3 pieces a day of mail put in that mailbox. So they'll move that mailbox to a different place. She goes, and that's, it's all data driven, those kind of things. And I thought it was rather interesting listening to the postmaster this morning talk about that, because I had learned this way back in 1998, 99, 2000, from these people, that this is the process that they do, because you can't run packages through those machines. Packages have to be done a certain way, and generally it's manpower that processes those packages, puts them, in their little bins for this area, that area, those kind of things. And she said, so, those things change out all the time. But it was rather interesting to hear that and think, I don't know why people are getting so upset. They do this every year. Every year. I mean, we used to have a mailbox that was about 2 blocks away from us. That was removed 2 years ago. It was underutilized. No one dropped mail off in it, and so they made them where they're all right there by the post office. I think there's still one, maybe in one of the shopping centers downtown in Mill Hall. But other than that, I think you have to go to the post office for mailboxes, to drop those off. So I thought that was rather interesting, listening to that. You learn a lot if you pay attention to what's going on in the world, My husband, he came home yesterday from school. He'd gone over for about 2 hours. They were doing a Zoom meeting, and he was actually using his phone so he didn't have to use his face. And he was doing his walking, and went into the university to do some more work because he has some labs that he needs to get ready for classes. And it was rather interesting when he came home. he showed us the masks that they've given all of the people 2 masks. One is a black mask, and I think it has LHU on it. And the other one is a white mask that has LHU, you know, done in the maroon colors. However, they were all laughing about the mask because my husband was teasing one of the other guys. He said, because he saw that he had just opened up his package. You know, it's a little bag they give you, you know, with the stuff. He said, hey, why don't you try that black mask on? The black mask wouldn't fit me. It's tiny. It is really small. So, it was rather interesting to see the guy put it on and he goes, who is this made for, baby? And then he said, well, check out the white mask. Well, the white mask has a seam down the middle, which, you know, a lot of masks do. If you have the Olsen type style, you have a seam down the middle and on the inside, but then you have a place to put the filter. There is no filter on this. But the stitching on the mask is set very far apart, so there are big gaping openings, and they were all like, you could drive a truck through this mask, you know, through the seams. And everyone, you know, was talking about how poorly made they were. And I told my husband the day before, because I'd turned the mask over to read the sticker that was on the back. They were clearly made in China. It said something like Dawn, place near Chris, instead of Cribs. So, you know, we're laughing about that, and he's like, I'm not wearing that thing. What are you going to do with it? I said, I don't know. You can hang it from the rear view mirror, I guess. You know, like we do in high school. He started laughing. He goes, oh, I'm not going to do that. And he said, I hope that the way that they're planning to do things is a little bit better. They're doing this thing where you have to have facial recognition to get into the building if you're staff or, you know, faculty. But they're going to funnel people through 2 doors. And the problem with those 2 doors is there is no access to disabled parking where those doors are. The back parking lot has disabled parking. And the door is easily accessible for those who have disabilities to get in and out. Well, they're not going to let them come in the back door. They're going to funnel them in through a side door and the front door, having people standing in line to get in. There's going to be someone there checking your ID, so students have to have their ID cards available. And that all starts Monday. I said, well, maybe you want to go in early. He said, I don't have anything Monday, so I'm not even going to go in. But, you know, he's laughing because the building that they're in has adequate ventilation to handle anything. And, but they're going to make you come through 2 doors, funnel you in so that you're stacked one-on-one to get in the doors. So as he put it, it's going to be one fluster cluck, you know. And I told him, I said, you know, part of me wants to go over and videotape it. Just 'cause. I had promised you a video on the church shelving. I'm not going to do that because I forgot that they had started the sewer work on the building, and I need to park in an area where I have to get in access into it, and where they were working, what they were doing, I couldn't get in that way. And so I will go in Monday and do a filming of the shelving units that the duck family built for us. And I'm really glad that they did, because there were a lot of safety issues. And beautiful shelving, and it holds quite a bit, and I still have a lot of work that I need to do in there. I planned on going in, filming that, getting a good look at what I need in order to finish packing things onto the shelves, because I thought I would start doing that now that I'm feeling a little bit better. Thought I would start going over there, for maybe an hour a day, here or there, to try to get that taken care of. So that will be coming Monday instead. But that's it for today. I hope you guys had a great day, and I hope you are all enjoying your beautiful days. We have gotten a little cooler weather here. I've noticed first things in the morning it's about 63 degrees, so I'm enjoying that. That's it. I will see you again tomorrow. Everybody have a great day, and remember to choose kindness.